Here we go. Good morning, everyone. Let's make sure playback is good. Looks like it is. Alright. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Welcome to Dad Streams. So, last week on Thursday, we managed to get the 4th crystal in our run through Heavensward. We took out Bismarck, and I haven't touched the game since. I've been at work all weekend, so let's get into this. Let me get a couple things ready. I've just got to click around and set a few things down, and we'll be ready to roll. Now, I also stream usually on Twitch at night, so if anyone is interested in catching me in the evenings, I run hard mode duties, I run hard mode primals, basically just getting some practice in tanking, because my primary spec that I've been enjoying playing is tanking, and I play as a paladin currently. You can catch me on twitch.tv/sniffle23, just like you can on YouTube. Alright, with that being said, let's get into this. Thank the 12 you're alive, Sniffle. When the battleship appeared and fired on the village, we feared the game was up for you and Alpha No. What in the seven hells happened out there? First, the Archbishop turns up with an Ascian in tow, and now the God's damned Emperor pays us a visit. What is this? A procession of notable bastards? Who's next? The Keeper of the Seventh Bloody Gate? Probably. No one so notable, Master Garland. I am happy to report that the Zundu were overjoyed to learn of Bismarck's demise. Chief Sanu sends his warmest regards, Sniffle. There was much talk about westerly winds. Miraculously, none suffered lasting harm during the raid. It would seem the Zundu were taken entirely unawares and wisely chose to offer no resistance. I sense they have no more to fear from the Empire, for the present at least. Had the Emperor truly been intent on their extermination, Zundu, or Okzundu, I don't know why I keep saying okay, Okzundu would already have been leveled. Plainly, Varus is only interested in reaching Az's Law. Speaking of which, if you're all ready to continue the chase, the Enterprise is as well, shall we? And I get a wind-up Sid. Man, I'm tired. It's a rough weekend. Not you. Lest you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If Az's Law lies in that direction, we'll find it. The Soleil may have a lead on us, but she's no Enterprise. We'll catch them. You'll see.
did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again, least of all under these circumstances. My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
Livia? Livia Sasjunius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar?
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths.
Interesting.
Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
My mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich. 'Twas his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him, but I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
Good man.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Chief, we should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Azizlar should be.
Hold on, everyone!
Let's do this.
Look! I think that's it!
That is absolutely crazy looking. And then you got the ship docked right onto it.
Allagan. Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
What was that?
Some sort of barrier.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the auxiliary propeller!
Sid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
God damn it all! Why do the Allagans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
expected a little bit more of a scene than that, honestly. Ack. Ah! And we'd barely finished repairing the damage incurred during our sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. I can only presume the Soleil passed the barrier unscathed, and would certainly explain why the Vanu called it a key. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think that he is not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Ozzy's law. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Owl. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander, that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in. Where's my shrubbery? Gotta think about where I was at. Like, I remember this. I'm a little fuzzy today, just from being a long weekend, but I do remember this.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allegans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
But we have a big giant ship.
I'm reminded of the
just
quantity needed to
fixed.
nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing two galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
Nice little reference. Welcome back, Sniffle. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? What? So you finally arrived at Aziz's Law only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier? Typical. But it's not all bad news. I've made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, Sniffle. We'll get to Aziz's Law yet. Time to go get someone, finally. 2/3 of the way through the storyline. When you fled the victory feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Well, shortly after things went back to normal in Ul'dah, I asked Marshal Tarpon to have the tunnel searched. A logical place to look. It was there that you lost contact with Memphilia, Thancred, Y'shtola, was it not? Dare I ask what the Marshal found? I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said there had been a discovery, and that we were to come to the Hall of the Flames at our earliest convenience. Dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once, Tartarus. Let Urianger know to join us in Ul'dah. He will wish to be present as well. Yes, sir. Time to go to Ul'dah. We are grateful for your assistance, Marshal Tarpon. You saved your grace and father both. 'Tis the least I can do to repay you. Forgive my impatience, Marshal, but your missive mentioned a discovery. Yes, of course. You have a shrubbery for me? As per your request, I had my men scour the waterways. Almost immediately we encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. With the mineral concerns cooperation, however, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen crystal braves. Go on. Be at ease, Master Alphino. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is a cause for hope. And then there is this. Y'shtola's wand. I had assumed as much. If I may, Marshal? "'Tis as I did surmise, judging by the aetheric imprint that lingereth yet upon this wand, it hath assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Namely..." the very first that man did conceive to traverse great distances, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize the life stream, flow. The spell entaileth the reduction of the corporeal form into its constituents of aether, that the caster might enter the life stream and ride its currents thereby. Unlike the teleportation magic of modern times, it requireth not a lengthy incantation, that Y'shtola should choose to employ such a spell, bespeaketh of the need of haste. All of which would suggest that she managed to escape. Would that it were so simple. Know that the scholars of Charlian forbade the use of this spell, and with good reason. The caster hath but limited control over his course. For every mage who came safe unto his destination, another would be set adrift in the life stream, never to return, never to emerge. What? No, you can't mean. Be not downcast, my friends, for there is yet hope. 'Tis like that Y'shtola's passage hath left traces in the life stream. Should we but follow these from the point at which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her. To the Sildi excavation site, then. Our thanks, mate, for your aid, Marshal. Time to get Y'shtola back. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Y'shtola's safe return. And then there were 5. I should be taking a nap right now. I'm too old for this. Not really. Some days it feels like I'm too old for it, though. Evidence of Y'shtola's passage will have been made faint by time, but mayhap some few scant traces yet remain to guide our steps. I have to go make a cup of coffee. Trail leadeth to the north and east, unto the bosom of the Twelveswood. Are you certain? Aye, there's no mistake. Thither hath Y'shtola journeyed. And yet the Gridanians have reported no sightings. We must take this to mean she is still adrift. If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the life stream is more akin to a raging torrent. Linger over long in the midst of this maelstrom, and the ether that formeth one's soul shall surely be scattered, ne'er to be reformed. We have no time to waste, Urianger. Pray explore all possible options for reversing the effects of this forbidden magic. Snivel Totteric. We shall press on to Gridania and petition the Elder Seed Seer's aid. Man. Not going there. I could have teleported Laterite to it, but it's not awesome on the long run. It is said that the elementals perceive the live stream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in the midst, they may be able to find her. But if we are to appeal to them for assistance, we must needs do so through their chosen, the Pajal. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak with Conocena without delay. I've already requested an audience. She will receive us in the Lotus Stand presently. We need but speak to the Conjurer. Be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. It will not, my lady. Pray forgive our abrupt nature of our request, but it is a matter of life and death. And this is what happened. I see. As you say, we must needs act swiftly if we are to free Y'shtola from the ungentle pull of the life stream. As you have surmised, we cannot do this unaided, however.
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
That being?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Oh! I know just the person! Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
Memory serves, Y'shtola's sister is named Imitra. She's supposed to be a member of the Sons of Saint Koinok. Anyway, she spends most of her time around Apkalu Falls. From what I recall, let's go look there. See how I feel after this cutscene. I might go fix a cup of coffee. Yes, is there something you require? Lady Mitra, it is an honor to meet you. My name is Alphino Levier, and this is Tataru Taru. And explanation. So you're my sister's comrades in the Scions. When I heard that your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Y'shtola, but all mine efforts were to no avail. Now I know why. A forbidden spell of all things, that she should be so reckless. But what's done is done. I thank you for bringing word to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we were born of different mothers, our veins course with the same father's blood. I hope that this will be enough for the elementals. Come, let us make for the Evershade at once. Cat girl.
Let us begin.
Let's do
Raya-O,
this.
Arun. Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
There. Now!
Naked cat girl.
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once. All that remains is to pray, my friends.
Oh, Y'shtola. Just seeing her face again, it's... Oh, I've been so worried. Y'shtola is resting in the room. Though she's still unconscious, the signs are positive. The conjurers say she is in sound health and should awaken before long. Isn't that wonderful? Now, whilst we wait for Y'shtola to wake up, I thought I'd take the opportunity to finish my little surprise for her. It's something I've been working on for a while now, in the hope that she'd one day return to us. It wants for a couple items before it's ready. I've already placed orders for these items. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me? One is the Leatherworkers Guild, and another is the Conjurers Guild. Speak with Mistress Geva and Brother Isumiyan, and they ought to take care of you. Some of these character names are so difficult to say. I'm half of a mind to just say what comes to mind instead of butchering them horribly. Just because, yeah, kind of feels impossible. What is it? I'm a busy woman, so be quick about it. If you wish to place an order or speak with Randall, Here to retrieve an order for Mrs. Trotter, you say? You come at a good time. I finished it but moments ago. It was no small coup working with her within her specifications, but I did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However, did that girl come by chimerical hide anyway? You need either balls of steel or bottomless coin purse, and it seemed to me that she had neither. We are come to Stillglade Fane, the home of the Conjurers Guild. How may I assist you? Ah yes, Mistress Tataru's order. As requested, it has been sanctified in the sight of the elementals. I know not what she intends for the staff, but it is a most singular artifact. Even one possessed with my experience would struggle to wield it. Alright, let's drop this off, see if there's another cutscene, and if there's not, after we accept the next quest, I'm gonna go fix some coffee. I am struggling so hard today. I could just sit here and close my eyes and be out cold. Oh, you're back. You have the items, I hope? Ooh, it's precisely as I requested. Perfect match for the other pieces. Truly, Geva is a master among masters, and the staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much, Sniffle. Teehee. Can't wait to see what Ishtola thinks of the surprise. Lest you wonder, she's doing very well, and the Conjurers have left her in her sister's care. Let's go and pay them a visit, shall we?
Ishtola! I'm so glad you're back!
Tataru. You are safe. Thank the 12. Something has changed about you, Alphino. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Worry not. I am well enough.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream. The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You were the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphino. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we were in Ishgard, you see.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
No.
A means to prise open a hole in an Alagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon. But I know of one who could. A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Matoya, my former master.
In my youth, I had the honor of studying under Matoya. In the field of etheric research, she was one without rival. I have no doubt that her knowledge will be of aid to our cause. The question is, will she share it with us? My master has ever been willful. The gods forbid anyone disagrees with her. When the Garlean Empire first marched upon Eorzea some 15 years ago, the denizens of the Sharlayan were summoned back to the motherland. However, Matoya refused to join the exodus. To this day, she lives a hermit's life on the fringe of the abandoned city. So it's the Dravanian hinterlands that we must go, to the place of my birth. Though Alice and I were born in Sharlayan, our days there were short. We remained only until the exodus. I have not returned since. Oh, so it's to be a homecoming then. As fine a reason as any to go to Sharlayan, and it would afford us a great opportunity to pay my master a visit. I believe you have mistaken our primary objective, Y'shtola. At any rate, the journey will take us through largely unknown territory. Let us first return to Ishgard and make our preparations. Alright, I'll be right back. I need coffee. I'm falling asleep. Alright, much better. Let's see if that'll wake me up a little bit. Alright. Let's see if we can get this party started. Get going a little bit better. It's amazing. I've barely taken 2 sips and already feel like life is a little bit brighter. Oh, we're going to Ishgard. Sharlayan is situated in the Dravanian hinterlands. To get there, we must strike west and traverse the breadth of the Dravanian forelands. Make no mistake, it will be a grueling journey. The party shall be comprised of Sniffle, Y'shtola, and myself, Tatru. Pray remain in Ishgard and continue the search for our friends. Yes, sir. First, let us make for the tail feather. Long soak in the live stream followed by a long journey. I would not recommend this to anyone. I bet not. But rest assured, my strength is returning to me. I shall be back to my former self ere long. I believe I am sufficiently rested. Let us continue to west to Sharlayan. Once we have descended the mountain path, we will arrive at Dravanian hinterlands. From there, it is but a short distance to the city. Be warned that we shall be passing through Nath territory. We must needs be wary of them and the dragons both. Okay. Which way are we going? Oh, over there. Good thing I have flying now. That would help if I go the right direction. I don't think I realized that that was there previously. That's pretty cool. No, that is literally the Dragon City. That's the Nath City. Be 71 before long. It's down here. It's a point of interest. That's the main reason why I'm like, what is this? Don't think I can fly here.
To the Thalaic River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Sharlayan, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
Montoya dwells on the far side of the Thalaic River. Let us search for a crossing. Everybody left. She lives in the tower, probably. Couple dungeons here. Cool. Not a super big map either. Yeah, looks like there's 4 plus 5 quests. Maybe more here than I thought. I didn't mean to do that. So she's somewhere around here. Try the house. Nope. Not the house. Try the round one. Kind of called that. I mean, if I was to move into an abandoned place, I'd go for the biggest place too. More room to spread out and enjoy it. Knowledge seeks no man, so says the motto of the Charlian engraved upon the yonder stone. The meaning is simple, it falls to us to seek enlightenment. During the 6th astral era, at the truth of the 13th century, or at the turn of the 13th century, men came from the northern nation of Charlian and journeyed across the sea to Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arriving at these shores, they established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement, and the settlement prospered, and so much so that it came to be counted amongst Eorzea's greatest city-states. Alas, those glory days are now but a fading memory. With her keepers lost to her, Charlian has become an empty husk of her former self. Uplander is mistaken. Charlian has new keepers, is on the cusp of a new age of glory. I was about to say, says a goblin. Goblins here to plunder the city? Uplander is mistaken muchly. We are not thieves. This place is our home. Your home? When last I looked, it was mine and Alphino's. We were born here. Psh. When Uplanders abandoned city, Uplanders gave up claim. Born here or no, Uplanders are trespassers. Gonna have to take you out. Little goblins with the floppy ears. My friends, please, we did not come to dispute your claim to this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. Be calm, I beg you, and let us speak it like the civilized folk that we are. Surely we can come to a mutual understanding. Otherwise, we'll kill you. If that is true, then Uplanders are welcome here. Come with Slowfix. Slowfix will show Uplanders settlement. Here is the heart of settlement. Name is Idleshire. What have we got here? Guess? Greetings to you. I am Alphino Levitier, and may I introduce my companion Sniffle Talas and Ishtola. We have journeyed far in search of a friend and seek to cross the river. But finding the main bridge collapsed, you went looking for a detour and ended up stumbling into Slowfix and his crew, is that right? That is the short of it, aye. This place, Idleshire. I came expecting a ghost town. Suffice it to say, I'm surprised to find it so alive. Well, with all them precious artifacts lying about, 'twas only a matter of time before treasure hunters like me moved in. But we weren't the first to arrive, neither. By then, Slowfix and his gobby friends were already settled. At first, gobbies and hunters disliked each other, but understanding came, then friendship. Now gobbies and hunters have joined hands to build a great new nation. So that is what happened after the Sharlians departed. Oh, so you're locals? No hard feelings, I hope. All these nice buildings, but no one to live in them? Felt like a waste, you know? We've been trying to put the place to rights, and things have been going well for the most part, but it ain't smooth sailing. Not to sound ungrateful, but the traps your people left lying about are a bloody nuisance, and there's the Illuminati's harrying us day and night. Slowfix has a bright idea. Uplanders desire mutual understanding, yes. Best way to understanding is helping one another. Help citizens of Idleshire, and Uplanders can be citizens too. Citizens are free to cross river. Well, I am not aware of a quicker way to reach our destination. Let us help assist Slowfix and his people. Let's get some stuff done. Ooh, new sword. It was last stream, or the stream before, I completed all the Paladin quests for Heavensward, so my eye level is actually, or my gear is already level 210, and everything else, the accessories are slowly but surely catching up. So Uplanders agree to help? Good. Here's what Slowfix wants Uplanders to do. Many golems sprout Idleshire, get in the way of expansion plans. Slowfix wants Uplanders to eliminate the golems. Uplanders are Sharlian, yes? Sharlian should know best way to deal with creatures. So we are to eliminate the golems. That should be a simple enough affair. The automata were employed as sentinels and by design can be unmade with a coded command. At the time of the Exodus, it was noughts and crosses, and I see no reason why it should still not work. Let us divide the task between the three of us, the quicker to be finished with it. Alright, let's find user macros. So let's say NOUGHTS and make sure this is exact. Capital N, capital C. Anything else capitalized? Nope. Not worried about that right now. Mainly want Aether Currents, so yeah. So all this is, all that macro was what they wanted us to say to the golems. So the easiest way is to set it up as a macro so that way you click a button instead of having to type it in every time. I don't think I've attuned either. Coffee's gone. Now I'm attuned. Now I can come back. Golems are no more. Wonderful. Now we can resume work to expand the settlement. Ooh, new shield. Uplanders helped Gobby flock. Earned right to be citizens of Idyllshire, but Slowfix must ask another favor. Another favor, you say? A short time ago, dear friend of Slowfix ventured into Illuminati territory. Illuminati are nasty goblins. Show no mercy even towards Gobby kin. Slowfix fears for friend's life. Please find friend before Illuminati do. I am suddenly taken by a sense of foreboding. Be that as it may, we cannot turn a blind eye. Let us make haste and find Slowfix's friend. Alright, everyone. Coffee has made no difference, and I'm literally sitting here falling asleep while I'm running. I think I need to take a quick nap. Me sleeping is not conducive to a good stream. Probably not going to get much done today, but that's okay. I'll be back tomorrow, kind of probably do 2 half days instead of a full day, because I still need to get some stuff done around the house as well. We'll see if I can get hooked into this, but right now I'm just struggling. There's no good way of saying that. Like, I'm just struggling. Let's see. Oh, brave locks. Alright, maybe this. Let's see, because I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting more cutscenes where I'm falling asleep. That's the problem with the MSQ, honestly. Like, the story is amazing, but there's not a lot to keep you just tied in. As far as, like, the adventure side of things. Goodly Uplander, long time no eye catch. What is bringing Uplander here? Does Uplander have lusty eyes for junk of Bravelocks? Uplander must not be touching junk of Bravelocks. Bravelocks is finding junk first. I knew I recognized that voice. Greetings, Bravelocks. It's been a while. Forgive us for interrupting your work, but Captain Whiskcake gave me to understanding that you are marked by the Illuminati. This happens to be Illuminati-held territory. Is it wise to be here? Bravelocks eat Illuminati for sun-upses. Gonna eat them for breakfast. Who eats who for sun-upses? Ah! Gotta take them down. Unwise you are to come here after dirty taking secret knowings of cheesebake from the Illuminati. It's all about the cheese, man. It's all about the cheese. Bravelocks did no unright. Cheese recipe is gobby birthright. Safe tongue flaps for trading in Death Pit. I've already killed one of these. In the hard mode version. Am I gonna do it now? Solo? Pray to Godfathers for punishment is near times. It appears we have no choice.
you!
Well, that was very powerful. I didn't do a great job, but it was enough to win. Stupid goblin. Taking all the credit. Junk is awaiting Brayflock's much leave. Brayflock is taking leave of Uplanders before he steals his blind. Being embroiled in a cheese war was the last thing I expected coming to Charlotte. At any rate, we have fulfilled Slowfix's request. Let us return with the good tidings and be on our way. It's all about that cheese war. Wow. Dang it. So it's gonna be over in here. Yeah. When you're tired, the MSQ is a bit struggly. I've really enjoyed it though. Like, it's classic Final Fantasy storyline. It just gets bigger and bigger, and it's so interconnected and woven. It is really enjoyable. The quest now. You are a stranger, you are a sneaky peeker, you are a thief working for Illuminati. You can't take these things, no. They are all for all to enjoy, but Illuminati always try to steal and hide things. Tap clicks must be on constant guard. If you say you're a godly friend, then prove it. Find Illuminati and defeat them. Drive them away from this place. Aether Current. Let's kill Illuminati. How am I doing this? I can do this. Uplanders are back. Time has not cured recklessness in Brayflogs. Without help from Uplanders, Brayflogs would now be dead gobbies. Slowfix owes Uplanders a debt of gratitude. Slowfix and Brayflogs are joined by an inseparable gobby bound. If Slowfix had known that Uplanders are friends of Brayflogs, Slowfix would have welcomed Uplanders to Gobby Flock at first meeting. Uplanders have upheld bargain most highly. As promised, Slowfix makes up Uplanders honored citizen of Idleshire, free to cross river at will. Though Uplanders must leave now, Slowfix hopes that Uplanders will pay many visits and help build great new nation. You are most kind, my friend. You may be certain that we will return. I must confess, at first it upset me to learn that my home had been occupied by others, but I see now that it is in good hands. Under your care, I look forward to seeing Sharlayan thrive once more, to become a home of people of all races and creeds. Slowfix has already ordered the Gobwatch to let Uplanders through. Safe travels. Afanal, Sniffle, shall we then? Half-6 has very important task for trusty Uplander, must be done with fastness. Aetherite of Idleshire needs of inspection, maybe needs upkeep too. If gobbies do not take a look and fix the little problems, its spinnings may shudder and stop, or there is a very big boom. But Half-6 does not have the right tools. There is no time to waste. Half-6 needs Aether Flow distributors. The nearest are the base of the Illuminati. Come, raid their store pods. Alright. For now, I think this is a good spot to stop. I will pick it up either tonight. No, I'm going to end up doing some dungeons, maybe playing a little bit of WoW tonight. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Sorry this was a short one, but this weekend was rough. I need more of a break than I thought I did. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.